a Nier automata, a 2B statue, right? And lots of statue brands out there, figurine brands out there. There are brands out there like Iron Studio, Diamond Select, Sideshow, Kodo, Bioka, etc. And let me know down below if you have any kind of video game, superhero, anime style figures. Now, I got this for $20, right? So, a great price, $20. And I looked online, it goes from $60 to $80, right? So, I got it for, like, always look on Facebook Marketplace or your local Craigslist, eBay. You never know what deals, like, are out there. Now, this is 2B from a Nier automata, right? They added the blindfold or hair. It looks pretty accurate, especially, like for the size. It's the same size as the one I have before. What's the one called? The Kratos statue. I believe the Kratos statue is a very similar size to this. But they added, for this one, they added her boot, those thigh-high boots, the dress, the blouse, the blindfold, etc. No, starting out here, like like with the sword. So the sword, and this is only one of her swords, right? I only got one of her swords, and this is a smaller sword, right? That she gets like in the start of the game. It's kind of like a samurai, a katana blade sword. I like it a lot, right? The only problem with this sword for this statue is that if you place it into her hand, it doesn't align properly quite right, and it does wiggle a lot, right? But the sword is detachable, so it's kind of like its own thing, right? You can take off the sword, put on the sword, etc. But the sword is very accurate after the game. I wish I would have added, there are other statues figurines with her longer sword. So a longer sword as well, the heavy attack sword. Now, looking here, right, into her face, they added, there's a blindfold, there's a headband, there's hair. So very realistic looking after the game. There's a blouse up here, right? I like that kind of web design there, like on the blouse. And I like this little aggy part here, right? Like on the shoulder design, right, of the clothes here. I like here too as well, right? The feathers, so like I kind of like a raven feathers or a crow feathers. It goes very well with the design as well here, like as the armband. So it looks very similar and very accurate after the game. I'm not sure what the blouse is called or the dress. I'm not sure. I don't know if it has like a European name to it, right? But let me know down below. But it's basically her default attire, right? So this is her attire like in the beginning of the game. Her attire did change over it. So her attire did change. So if you play the game on what was it? At the part B playthrough, the part C, the attire does change. Now they obviously added to as well the thigh-high boots, right? So that was a very cool thing for the sex appeal of the character and the a uniqueness. The character itself looks very unique and very cool. I know a lot of people compared it to Eve, right? So Eve from Stellar Blade. So the game that came out last year, that character, right? But very cool attires, very unique look in the character, etc. Another now, with she has the heel there, the high heels. With the only thing I like with this statue too as well. Another thing too is that at the base. So the base is very bland. The base is very simple, right? Now the base now with some of these statues they're gonna have knobs, right? So they're gonna have kind of like these knobs that kind of holds the feet and the legs into at the base. So sometimes that can get very loose, but for this one it actually feels solid. So it is very solid. You can take it off, right? So to take her feet off the base, it is tricky, right? Because it is kind of a nail down in there. But at the base itself, it looks pretty plain. Now I like statues that at the base is not it has a very small detail, right? Another thing to the statue is that it is very lightweight. So this is a very lightweight statue, most likely due to the material used to make it, right? With some statues, there are standing poses, fighting poses, sitting poses, running poses, right? I like this pose a lot, right? Especially like when you put the sword into her hand, it really complements the statue. I like the pose a lot. Now I look at this one compared to the Kratos statue I have and the Thanos statue, and every time I see them, they look so unique. They stand out a lot. But let me know down below, right, if you have any superhero, anime, or video game based statues, right? And this one online, it depends on your area and your currency area. You know, but if you see that for a good price, and if you're a fan of the franchise or a fan of the game Nier Automata, I recommend looking into it. So yeah, that is Nier Automata 2B. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.